Oh, how did you do that?
Oh, well, let's just say when I was younger, I did some films I'm not particularly proud of.
Any cartoon cast deserves their fair share of whimsical side characters. Which minor character from Family Guy do you think deserves their own arc? Let us know in the comments.
Number 10. John Herbert.
Oh, hey there, young fella. Bringing me good news today?
Family Guy is not exactly known for being politically correct, and our dear neighbor Herbert the pervert exemplifies this. Both Herbert and his quote-unquote dog have one foot in the grave, and every third word he speaks has an obnoxious ring to it. Nonetheless, the neighborhood children are his livelihood, and not in a good way.
And don't you mouth off to me or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
Chris Griffin is a favorite of his, and for the most part, he remains painfully oblivious to Herbert's sinister motives. It's hard to imagine a scenario where sex offenders are a source of comedy, but Seth MacFarlane has done just that with a character you constantly find yourself unintentionally laughing at.
Holy moly, it must be my birthday.
Number 9. Tomic and Belgard.
You said it, friend. But I wanted to stay, because I almost had sex on this girl.
Oh, yeah, but it was so expensive. Each drink was like $6.40.
One of the great aspects of Family Guy is its ability to unearth stereotypes you were never fully aware of. Tomic and Belgard, also known as the two guys that have been living in the United States almost long enough to sound American, are never incorrect with their speech patterns, but they're also never quite right.
Much sorry, friend. Man, there are no women's here.
We've got to make like 70s rock man Garrett and Leaf.
Do they ever have any pertinence to the show's plot? No. They're more of a filler when the runtime needs an additional 30 seconds of padding. On some occasions, these extra 30 seconds are the funniest part of an episode, and the gag can be readily repackaged again and again and again.
You said it, friend. What do you say for celebration we go dunk our whistles in the trough?
Number 8. Tricia Takanawa.
Peter, I'm standing here on your front porch hoping to kill that dolphin with this harpoon.
Japan, they kill things that we like.
Trisha manages to take on two stereotypes for the price of one, as an Asian and a drab news reporter.
Diane, I'm standing outside the Park Barrington Hotel because they don't allow Asians inside.
Most statements made by her start the same way and are over within 3 to 4 seconds. Rarely do they offer any relevant news, but frequently do they create muffled laughter. Trisha's actions aren't necessarily on the nose for either, but there's just something about her that makes us cross our fingers whenever a Quahog news report pops up on the screen.
Tom, I'm outside this maximum security facility where a ruthless thug has engineered a daring escape.
If you're watching this, Trisha, please know you are always welcome to guest host a Watch Mojo video. Wait, what? Says who? That's my job.
Up next is Papa John dyeing his eyebrows. I sleep with him to find out, though I'm fairly confident the answer is yes.
Number 7. Mort Goldman.
Oh, they're awful, those Nazis. If they catch me, they'll beat me unmerciful and rub dirt in my ass neck and all over my assy nipples.
Have you ever noticed that every entry so far has been a not-so-subtle stereotype? Well, Mort Goldman essentially beats you over the head with the countless Jewish stereotypes presented every time he appears on screen. Jewish last name? Check. Timid uncertainty of Woody Allen proportions? Check. Local business owner with tedious attention to detail of all things related to money? Double check.
Buy one, get one free.
What?
Buy one, get one free.
Huh?
Buy one.
Yeah, I get that.
Get one free.
Is that like a Spanish word?
The comedy envelope is constantly pushed with each gag involving Mort. For every one that doesn't land, there are 10 more that leave you laughing uproariously due to their irreverent humor.
I'm trying to overcome my fear of swords because a man in a pirate suit stabbed me in the ear when I was 5, and then again when I was 30.
Number 6. Carter Pewterschmidt.
Oh my God, what's happening to him?
I'm having a heart attack! You ought to know by now!
It's a tale as old as time. Man and woman fall in love, woman's wealthy parents don't approve. The lovers run off and get married in spite of them. Mr. Pewterschmidt is the wealthy father of Lois Griffin, and he's never approved of her decision to be with Peter. He's also comically out of touch with the world, leading him to make subtly racist and disrespectful remarks to most people he encounters.
What do you want, homo?
Perhaps we all know a guy who's just similar enough to Carter that his character is especially well-liked by fans everywhere. His bouts of childishness also certainly help his case.
Sorry, what'd you say? I was texting Trisha. She just sent me a picture of her smoothie. Looks good, babe.
Number 5. Death. What if the entity that carries out all terminations of earthly life were just a regular guy in a cool hooded cloak?
You know, this looks awfully familiar. Wait a second. I remember this. That's me. Look at all that hair. Can't believe I thought that looked good. I must have been high.
In the Family Guy universe, this is the case, and that's how he manages to keep popping up in Quahog. For countless years, we've been faced with the uncertainty of death, and oftentimes, laughing at the void is the healthiest and most rational response. His casual demeanor and frequent brushes with central characters may in fact be the best example of catharsis throughout the series, and he's typically game for an irreverent joke or two as well.
Ew, how did you do that?
Oh, well, let's just say when I was younger, I did some films I'm not particularly proud of.
Number 4. James Woods.
Ooh, that's a scary story, Peter. It's almost as scary as...
Boo!
One of the most memorable and hilarious Family Guy characters is also a real-life celebrity, and we sincerely wonder what his thoughts are on such a blatant public roast, and on having a school named after him. James Woods does not get along with Peter, and even tries to steal his identity at one point. Unfortunately for James, he has one fatal flaw: his insatiable sweet tooth.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Plus, he doesn't seem to learn from a rather obvious contraption that defeats him every time. Are there any specific ties to the real James Woods? Or is he a side-splittingly devious caricature that carries the name simply for comedic effect? Either way, when he appears on screen, it's likely to be a highlight.
Whoa! When did Reese Witherspoon get here?
Number 3. Bruce.
You know what? I'm not going to need the V8 because I can just get some tomato juice at the Minimart down the street. It's a little more expensive, but that's okay. I like to help out a small business.
Perhaps the most often quoted character throughout the series, this middle-aged man was merely known as the "oh no" guy for many years. So as you can imagine, Bruce never passes up an opportunity to express disbelief with his 2 favorite words. He also views the world in a slightly different way, leading to commentary that is equal parts extraneous and hilarious.
Hey, everybody. Today's the big day. That's all, Your Honor.
One thing's for certain. Bruce should try and avoid dramatic courtrooms, lest the Kool-Aid Man inflict major property damage as a direct result of Bruce's rhetoric.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, yeah!
Number 2. Consuela. Okay, we are awful people for loving this one so much, but Consuela's over-the-top Hispanic housekeeper stereotype never seems to get old. She rarely manages to respond in the affirmative, and will more than likely be little help if you need to get information from her. She's made appearances at Superman's Fortress of Solitude.
Well, can you just give him this flyer?
No, I have no money.
And many Quahog households, not to mention Jabba the Hutt's palace.
We have a message for Jabba the...
No, Mr. Jabba, no.
When Consuela comes on screen, we are surely guaranteed a clean place, a safe kitten, and plenty of belly laughs that we feel slightly guilty about if we're being honest.
Consuela, does this rag smell like chloroform?
No, it's no.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
A bit of breaking news. A local family is forced out of their home by ghosts. Who are they gonna call?
Ghostbusters, Tom?
No, Diane. Their insurance company. That's just stupid what you said.
Oh, this is my favorite event. Catch the greased-up deaf guy.
Go!
You're never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time.
And now here's Ollie Williams with the Blackie weather forecast. Ollie?
It's gonna rain!
Thanks, Ollie.
Number 1. Mayor Adam West.
Hey, baby. Want some Adam West penis?
This character is so inexplicable, we can't even begin to understand the reasons behind his ridiculous actions. His dialogue is so stupid that only a genius could write it. Mayor West has married one of his hands, nearly conjured up Beetlejuice, and enjoys playing Ding Dong Ditch during his free time.
It's my first house. I'm not very good at this.
It makes you wonder when he finds the time to actually be mayor of Quahog, and how the town isn't on the brink of destruction from his absolute obliviousness to social norms. Hey, we've probably all encountered politicians worse than Mayor West, but none has come close to inducing his level of comedic gold. He's also voiced by the real Adam West.
I can think of no greater tribute to their memories than this solid gold statue of Diggum.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.